MMA is back at the Hard Rock on May 16th. True Sport MMA puts on its debut card with a 15-fight battle ranging from the little guys all the way up to the heavyweights. That's 15 fights with tickets starting as low as $15. True Sport MMA at the Hard Rock on May 16th, building the next generation of MMA stars. The best prospects from all over the West. Team Pulver led by legend Jens Pulver. Team Randleman led by Strikeforce fighter Kevin Randleman. Extreme Couture, Las Vegas Elite, Team Mika, the Warrior Training Center, Arizona Combat Sports all have their fighters set to rumble. And don't forget about the brand new Tap Out Training Center. That's right, Tap Out has its own line of gyms and it's pumping out the fighters. The first one is here, Tap Out Training Center, 4040 West Hacienda. Watch the best up-and-comers slug it out at the Hard Rock Saturday, May 16th. Tickets start at just $15. Call Ticketmaster or the Hard Rock box office at 474-4000.
Well, I tell you, like all the athletes can definitely relate to this. I've been an athlete all my life, ever since I was 10 years old, wrestling, football, track, and you've got to fight through adversity all the time. But I can honestly say that if it wasn't for my faith in a higher power and having great friends here in Las Vegas, like Keith Evans, Lisa, and the guys from Tap Out, and the guys from Extreme Couture, John Lewis's gym, Jay Sek. I mean, these guys, they kept calling on me and sending me messages saying that it's going to be okay, you'll be back. And with the love of a good woman, Elizabeth Randleman, she stuck by me. Every time I woke up out of a coma, she was sitting right there, and just gave me a reason to become that man again.
We're getting some text for Kevin, 63532. One person saying, only an MMA guy could downplay a coma. The way you said it, you're like, a couple of comas.
Well, to me, I got to downplay everything because, life throws you. Life is easy. It's what we make it harder than it needs to be. And that's why I'm living my life by. I'm just trying not to make anything harder than it already is.
So I know you probably been asked this a million times. It seems like everybody asks this question in this situation. But how did all this change your perspective?
Well, I got the name The Monster for a reason. And, I'm still going to be the monster in the ring, but outside the ring, I'm a very loving, caring kind of guy, and I respect everybody. I respect the fighters. I respect the bum. I respect the homeless guy on the street. I respect everybody. I don't walk around like I don't stink. I walk around with definitely a better perspective of life. And that's it.
Cool.
And he has good perspective on the fighting thing because in the days when Pride and UFC were kind of going at it, he moved over to Japan, and Pride was pretty incredible, wasn't it?
Pride was incredible, and it helped me gain a better perspective. Going over there, being around the Japanese people, they're very calm, very educated in the sport. You don't get booed in Japan. They love everything you do. If there's no action, they don't mind. They don't boo you. It just helped me understand. Like I couldn't wait to get back to the American people to show them what I had learned and the growth that I've made.
Yeah, and yet, from a fighter standpoint, Japan's not the easiest place to fight either because there's a lot of trouble you can get into.
Well, over there the rules are a little different. If you're on the ground, you can get kicked in the face, and I like my teeth.
Yeah,
I like eating.
And you know what? I was referencing outside the ring because you guys are kind of icons.
Oh yeah,
over there. I mean, you can really go off the deep end if you're a nut job.
Well, let's understand that. Let's be truthful. I was a nut job when I first got over there, and I did go off the deep end. And I was lucky enough to have a lot of good people in my corner that pulled me to the side and said, "Hey, this is a business. Understand it. Take it as a business. This isn't a luxury. This is a privilege that I'm given to be able to fight. And now that I got my health back, I'm going to make sure that I give every day the 110%."
Now you start to realize that the money here is going to kind of match the money that was in Pride, and now there's an opportunity kind of for a second life in terms of a career.
I agree. I was very fortunate that when the UFC got bought by the Fertittas and Dana White, and for all those people out there that want to go ahead and badmouth certain people, I understand this. Without Dana White and the Fertittas buying this organization, it would not be this big right now. And I was working a job as I was running a gym making like 20-some thousand a year, and when I got the opportunity to fight, my pay increased by 5 G's. And I got to do a job. I got to do something that I love. So I never work a day in my life. I get to go to the gym and train people, work with kids, the things that I'll enjoy to do. And the money's going to come with success. So all the fighters out there that want to get in this, just keep plugging away every day. It's not a quick fix. You got to build every day, put a brick on your foundation so that you can become a better guy. Your wins take care of it all. Success comes with the wins, and your money's going to come by winning.
All right, so who are you training with now? Because obviously there's a lot of opportunities to work with different people here in Vegas.
Oh man, there's a plethora. You hear that word? Well, I was reading the dictionary. There's a lot of great teams here in Vegas, and I had the privilege when I came out here. I was training with Mark Lehman at Cobra Kai. Mm-hmm. I got with John Lewis, went over at J-Sec and started training there, and I met a guy named Kenny Rayford. Started working with him over at the Fight Club. Now it's called Tap Out, located at 4040 Wynn Road. And definitely, Randy the Natural Couture is one of the greatest icons that this sport will ever see. Nobody's ever going to surpass him as far as the love that we give him and the notoriety he's given the sport. But I train at Extreme Couture and I train at Tap Out Gym.
So what are you going to do for this fight now? Because what's happening with a lot of the fight promotions, you have guys from the same gym who cross paths who are having to fight each other. You're going to fight Mike Whitehead. Mike, I think, splits time at Couture. So are you out of Couture? How do you work that?
Bottom line is, this is a sport,
yeah.
And this is not a barbaric sport. We all know what's on the line, and we know what we are supposed to do. It doesn't matter whether it was my brother, my mother, my sister, my son. We understand when I'm getting paid to come in there and fight, I'm coming in there to give it my 110%. And no matter what, if it's my friend like Mike Whitehead, he is my friend. But when we fight and we shake hands in that cage and they shut it, it doesn't matter. I don't even know who he is.
See, I didn't know you were friends.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, all these fighters.
So have you worked with it? Well, I mean, not all you guys are friends, though. Well, there's some guys out there, I'm sure, that maybe you love everybody now, but in the past, there's some guys you didn't want to roll with before a fight.
Well, you are right, because in the past there was a couple guys I'd like to get a hold of their ass. Oh, excuse me, am I allowed to say that? No,
sure.
It's a family show, right?
It's not a family show.
Okay, well, there's a couple people that I'd love to get a hold of their ass, but, like I said, there's time. I believe in building that foundation. I've been on the shelf for almost 4 years, and I've only had 2 fights in that time. Mauricio, one guy was Shogun Ruha, who's a great fighter. And I just fought a guy out of Japan the last time I fought, which was May 9th, and his name was Kawamura. So as far as the people that I might fight in the future, it doesn't matter. Like Quentin Jackson, he was my friend before he even had his first MMA bout, and we fought. And afterwards, we still conversate. We send each other texts and stuff like that, This is a sport where we can learn from everybody. I'm not a cocky person. I live on the edge, but as far as learning and knowledge, everyone can help me learn. I learn more from kids in the gym because I see them doing crazy stuff. I'm like, dang, let me try that. And it works. So, if you got an open mind of getting better, then you're going to get better.
So you're fighting Whitehead. That's going to be on the 6th. Strikeforce has a Showtime card in St. Louis.
Yes.
After that, who's the guy you'd want to target? Who are some guys? Because obviously you want to go for high-profile fights at that point.
I want to give thanks to Scott Coker, CBS, and Showtime for accepting me into their house, into their family. But the bottom line is they set them up and I'm going to knock them down. Mike Whitehead, there's a lot of good 205-pounders in Strikeforce. Babalu being the champion of Strikeforce. So I guess the ultimate goal for every fighter in Strikeforce at 205 is to win, to get to Babalu.
Do you think there's some guys who wouldn't fight you? Do you think if they offer Tito Ortiz, Kevin Randleman? Uh-oh. Was that a loaded question?
No, that wasn't a loaded question, but I'm going to give you one hell of an answer. I like fighting the best,
yeah.
I used to say I'll fight anybody, anywhere, but now I'm a smarter man. I've had 4 years to reevaluate my career, how I took it, fighting anyone, anywhere, fighting Fedor and Krokop. I'm a 205-pounder. I'm 5'10 and a half with a good pair of shoes on. So I'm not trying to go out there and fight heavyweights no more. These guys are coming in, Brock Lesnar, 6'5", 270. I'm a smart man now, and I got a good group of people around me. I'm training out of Tap Out and Extreme Couture.